Hello everyone, it's Susie. Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome to Dragonfly Beez Resale. Happy Christmas Eve! Yeah, it's the day before Christmas, so I wish everyone a Merry Christmas for all those who do celebrate, and generally, Happy Holidays to everyone. In today's video, I have this little mini vintage jewelry haul, minus my little tree, to offer to you today. So there's a lot of great vintage brands that you may not have heard of. So there's going to be some fun facts along with this sale. So let's just begin. Okay, we're going to start off with the largest piece in this lot, and it is this amazing cross. As you can see, it's quite large. It's 3 3/4 inches high, including the bail, and about 2.5 inches wide, meaning from here to here. It is a light gold tone finish, has a faux pearl center. Looking at it close, let's see that pearl. Yeah, there's a little flea bite right there. And it has this textured inside. It's on a very long multi-link chain, and it has a spring ring clasp closure. This here, very special. When I turn it around, you will see why. This is the back of it. It's fully textured, and there is something to read here. Copyright Sarah Cove, limited edition, 1975. So this here is almost 50 years old. It is the 1975 limited edition cross, which is entitled Peace. It came with a card when I did a Google search on it, so I am going to show that to you in the next slide. And it basically says that this cross was inspired and copied from a treasured family heirloom cross that's over 150 years old. And Sarah Coventry's Peace Cross is approximately 3 times the size of that original one. And it's hung on a 24-inch antique gold tone chain. There is a richly textured background, which is antique gold tone. It carries a leaf in all 4 points of the cross, and it's a crisscross design of leaves in the middle, which has a large, lustrous, simulated pearl. The great fact about this here is this piece was only available for 1 year, from January to December 31st of 1975, at which time the mold was destroyed. So why would they do that? I found this on Ruby Lane for $49. I found it on eBay for, let's see, $25 to $35. Found it on Etsy for $49. Found it on Etsy for $65. So yeah, it's all over the place. But we have one here, and of course it'll be much less than what I just told you what other platforms are offering, because I offer the discounted prices to subscribers. If this doesn't sell here, this will go on to my Etsy shop. So we have this one here, the Sarah Coventry 1975 limited edition Peace cross pendant necklace. This will be number 1. The next item is this little Bakelite tile stick pin. I do see some wear on the stick. This looks like a earring back. Yeah, maybe so. This measures in at 2.5 inches high, and the width of the tile is 3/4 of an inch around. So we have this. I guess it could be customized, right? What do you think? Get the wheels rolling for the craft people who are seeing this. Maybe you can think of something. I don't know, maybe transferware or glue some stones onto it. We have this one here, and this is going to be item number 2. Next up, I have this gorgeous brooch. Look at this feather. It's like twisted, detailed, really in great condition. And you have these, I don't know what you would refer to these as, buds. It's in a light orange tone. I like the fact that the outline is polished gold tone. This brooch, when I measured it this way, the height of it is 3.5 inches. So that's really long if you wear it that way. And it's about 1.5 inches wide from this here to there. But I guess you could wear it like a bar, or even this way. Anyway, it's signed. Here's the back. Look how pristine this is. This is unusual. They're open back. The pin, very nice and straight. Rollover clasp. And where was the cartouche? Right there. Right there. If you can see that. Let's see if I can show it to you. Sarah Cove with the copyright in front of it. There you can see it better. This is a Sarah Coventry. Beautiful brooch. In fact, I've never seen this design before. This here is number 3. Next item, we have this guy. It's a kangaroo textured gold tone finish, red rhinestone, like a dark red, ruby red tone rhinestone eyes. Has a little baby roo in its pocket pouch. And the fun thing about this brooch is when you move the tail, the little baby articulates. This one here is quite old. There is some marks over there. But if I can show you what this particular brooch is, it is Avon. Yeah. There you can see the rollover clasp. It is nice and secure and very straight. This little kangaroo with the baby measures in at 1 3/4 inches high and a 1.5 inches wide from the tip of its tail to the tip of its bottom to the feet. So we have this here. Isn't this sweet? And we're up to number 4. So Avon kangaroo brooch. This next one is I would say this is one of my favorites from this lot. It is a graduated clear crystal faceted necklace. In between, you can even see there's clear seed bead spacers. I like the fact that these beads are graduated, but the most best part of this necklace is the length. It's a great length. Look at this. Tell me this is not beautiful. There is no AB coating. It's just nice, clear, crystal glass beads. Completely faceted. This one here has a silver tone spring ring clasp. Okay, there is some copper peeking through this jump ring. That's expected due to its age right there. Any other marks on here? Not that I can see. So let me tell you the length. This one here has a 13.5-inch drop. So that means it's approximately 27 inches long. Excellent, excellent length. So let's see, 27 inches. Okay, it reaches the girls. So here we have it. I love this one. This one here is number 5. Next up, we have this brooch. It's actually pewter, and this is a vintage brooch. Here you can see it has like a tribal type of motif on it, and on the back of it, it is signed Urban Fetishes, and the jewelry designer is Alice Seeley, and it says copyright 2000. This brooch measures in at 1.25 inches high and 1.5 inches wide. So let's talk about who Alice Seeley is. I'm going to put it down and mention that she is New Mexico based. She's born and raised in New Mexico. She's an artist, she's a writer, she's a sculptor, and a jewelry designer. Her name is Alice Water Seeley. She's born in 1943 in New Mexico, of Spanish and American Indian and Anglo descent. She began creating her own line of jewelry called Urban Fetishes in the 1980s. She officially registered the company Urban Fetishes Jewelry Inc. in 1991. But the company closed in 2003, so that was almost 22 years ago. And she made pewter jewelry in her workshop in New Mexico. A lot of her designs of her jewelry, which included brooches and pendants and bracelets, pins, they were very unique and very easy to recognize because they're petroglyphs and fossils, angels and Egyptians and people. The most interesting is her collection called the Petroglyphs, and that was created only in 1989 and 1990. It was dedicated to the rock art, culture, and beliefs of indigenous people of America. So the greatest thing was each piece was packed in a matchbox, and it came with a little description, and sometimes if you're lucky you get a poem written by Alice. So her designer signed pieces would say Urban Fetishes, which is what this one says, and the year of manufacture. So they would either be 1989 or 2000, and this one is 2000. And sometimes, not all the time, her name would be on it as well. And this one here happens to have her name. She sold in over 350 shops and stores and galleries all across the country. Her artwork traveled to different galleries in Santa Fe, in Scottsdale, in New York, here in Michigan, and also Florida. Today, she's an amateur, how do you say that word? Horticulturist? So she raises, plants, basically, on her farm in Ruidoso, New Mexico. So we have this great brooch. Never came across Alice Seeley, but I did hear of her. And from New Mexico. So this here is going to be number 6. Next in line is this very long-stemmed flower brooch. Wow. Has a very long pin, and look, there is a stabby factor involved. That pin sticks out of that clasp quite a bit. Here you can see the back of it, gold tone, polished. The flower is tiered, so you do have the textured petals in a matte gold tone finish, and the petals are outlined in polished gold tone. It has a faux pearl center, and it looks like, yeah, you see that? Maybe that's something that can be wiped off. I don't know. Or maybe that's coating loss. Well, that's what the faux pearl looks like, okay? So from afar, can you tell? I can't because I'm blind. The petals here maybe just need some wiping, but they do. Really nice polished leaves. And then you have this prong set marquee shape clear rhinestone on the bottom. This brooch is quite long. It measures 3.5 inches high and about 1.5 inches wide, meaning the width of the flower. So we have this one here. Really sweet. Imagine that on your lapel or on your blouse, your sweater. This one here, number 7. Oh, just so you know, let's look at this closer. The petals, I noticed there is some like little, see those little black spots? Maybe that can be scrubbed off, because I just noticed that. Okay, here we have it, number 7. Oh, I know, Christmas is tomorrow, but does this have to be Christmas? I don't know. It's holly and berries. What a beautiful brooch. You have green enamel. So pretty. And look at these massive cluster. You have all these beautiful clear faceted rhinestones on the leaves. The leaves are textured gold tone. And then you have these really nice faux pearls. I guess emulating the berries of a holly branch. Looking at them closer, okay, there's some scratches on that one. Overall, I guess what's expected of it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look that bad. Okay, so this one here, let's look at the back. No name. Does have a rollover clasp. The pin is quite straight. It looks it's secure. This one here, it measures in at 2 inches high and actually 2 inches wide. So we have this brooch, Holly and Berry. Hey, isn't that a name of an actress? Corny. I know. Item number 8. Next up, I have a loose cameo. This is a shell. And look at her. Let me get the flashlight. You can see. She measures in at about 1.25 inches high and 1 inch wide. So we have this component that just needs a bezel, a pendant. It's a component, basically. That's not shipped, if you're worried. Here, I'll show it to you closer. There we have it. I just listed a couple loose loose cameos on my Etsy shop too. So this one here is going to be item number 9. Next up, earrings. These earrings are fabulous. Look at them. You have the gold tone bead on top, and then you got these great tassels, chain tassels, and then this one has the little rectangular components on them. These, do you recognize these when you see that type of that shaped clasp? It's hinged, so they're very secure. Right there, and there you can see the brand. These are of course Monet, and they're clip-on earrings, but you know they have that hinge. Very, very secure. And here's the other one, and they are in awesome condition. So these Monet tassel earrings are 2 inches high, in excellent condition. These are going to be item number 10. I guess I should hold them. They're too far. Bring them up close so you can see. All right. There you go. Next up, I have this brooch. It's a circular brooch with a faux pearl center. I don't know. Toledo wear, maybe? It's not Damascene because, you know, it has that very light backdrop. All right. Wow. Look at that pin. That's been bent up a bit, and it is it has a stabby factor, so be careful. It's a dome. It kind of looks like a little bowl. It's a dome, a domed brooch, really tiny. I'm gonna say it's about 1.25 inches all around, and this here will be item number 11. So taking a look at the faux pearl, yeah, you see there are some nicks right there, and that's only on, and then, well, yeah, you have a bunch of tiny little flea bites, but these are very old jewelry pieces. Number 11. Next up, we have these clip-on earrings. Oh my gosh, these look like those. I don't know if you remember those candies. They're like little ribbons, and they would be shaped into like S's. I don't know if you remember, but these are fun. Clip-on earrings in this. What would you call that? Molded green plastic. Gold tone setting. There's the back of it. see some string. Even the faux pearls have a green tint to them, as well as the one in the center. Do you recognize these as being, if you guessed Japan, you guessed correct, because right on the clip, the back of the clip, here, I'll show you one first. Okay, there you see it. It does say Japan on the back of the clip. Here's one. And there's the other. They're very secure. Yeah, they're secure. And there's that string. Yeah, you see the construction, it's all wired together. But these clips are so tight. We have these really adorable vintage Japan clip earrings, and these are going to be number 12. Next up, we have these earrings. Okay, what do you think of when you see lion heads? Don't say Versace, because these are not that expensive. They're not that brand. But there is another brand that does have a lion head. If you said Anne Klein, you're correct. And these are actually screwback earrings, but they're also clip. Look at that. They're on a hinge, very secure. So there's the clip, and then you can tighten it with the screw. Now, looking at these closer, the back of them, I do see some coating loss, like around the rim. So let me bring you in close. Here you can see, well, you can see more so on the earring on the left of me. Well, there is some as well on the right. But underneath the clip, at the base of the clip, it is signed. There's an oval cartouche. It says Anne Klein in uppercase with the copyright symbol beneath that. Can you see that? I wonder if you could see it that way. Let me hold one. Kind of tough. But believe me, it's there. Okay, there you can see it. Anne Klein. So, okay, fine. The back has the wear, but they're still functioning, and the front looks fine. There you can see the lion head. So we have these vintage Anne Klein clip screwback. It's a combination. Screwback clip earrings. So these measure about 1 inch all around. And this one is going to be lucky number 13. Sorry about that before. I shook the camera. Okay, next up. This is really pristine. Wow. This is a rose gold tone bracelet. Here's the back of it. It's funny. Some of these links have arrows, and the arrow is pointing, well, depending on how you look at it, they could be pointing up or down. There is a fold over clasp closure. So let's do that. And each one of these links, they either consist of a beaded surround or a surround with pave rhinestones. So let's see. Like a raised bead design, pave rhinestones, raised bead, pave rhinestones. Okay, it looks to be every other link has the rhinestones. This is pretty. This is very nice. And it has weight. This here on the mandrel, it measures in at 7 1/4. I feel that on the mandrel, it gives me a more accurate measurement as opposed to measuring the bracelets flat across, laying flat, measuring it across. So this one here, really beautiful. This one here, like I said, has weight. It's going to be item number 14. Okay, a few more to go. Next item is this pair of earrings. They look to be maybe a brutalist style of earring, even though they do kind of remind me of trees. They are kind of hammered and they have that squiggly motif with this on top. These are signed. And, well, first of all, they're about 2.5 inches high. And then we take one up close for you to look at. They are signed on the back on the clip. And it makes me very excited to find celebrity. And looking at this, these are for pierced ears, okay? Because this is the type of closure it has. So there is a post, and then the clip actually goes through, that post goes through the clip. So these are considered to be Omega style. And as you can see, that clip is on a hinge. Very secure when wearing. Now, if you don't know Celebrity, that's a vintage company that didn't really last too long. They started in the mid-50s and up to like the early 70s here in Brooklyn, New York. So we have this pair. Really neat. They're both signed on the back of the clip. Celebrity. Now you may have heard of Celebrity Bijou, and that was that started in the early 70s too. And let's see, that didn't really last too long either. But here we have a beautiful vintage, very rare piece. Something I have not come across in a while. And this one here is going to be number 15, the signed Celebrity Omega back hammered silver tone earrings, number 15. Next up, I have these awesome earrings, clip-on earrings. Look at them. Gold tone, like half circles. And then it has this great, beautiful, I love that color blue. That's an acrylic oval cabochon surrounded with that rope design. These are pretty neat. And they measure about 1.75 inches high and 1 inch wide. Here you can see the back of them. I have no idea if there was some letters in there, in that cartouche, because it's quite faded and I can't tell whether or not there was something, you know, there must have been something in there. So they must have been signed. But as you can see, there is some wear right there. And here you can see it's like a puzzle. They fit, they fit. I guess, wow. Those little foamy things are brand new. But you can see there is some discoloration right there as well. Super secure. Did you hear that? That hinge is secure and tight. So there is some wear on this side too. But that foam piece is so immaculate. So most likely signed. I don't know what they are unless I do, you know, maybe I'll do a Google search and see if I can find something. If I do, I will place it on the screen. But we have these beautiful clip-on earrings, and this will be number 16. Next up, we have this really sweet gold tone butterfly brooch. It looks to be like a very light matte brown enamel coating with the black enamel center. This here measures in at 1.25 inches high, and the same measurement going across. Super sweet. Here's the back, rollover clasp, and the back, I mean, it's pristine. Very, very nice. This one here will be number 17. This brooch, very large. It is a layered, like a tiered matte gold tone finish with the polished gold tone rim around each leaf. I do see right there the coating loss, and there's also a problem right there too. Has a beautiful AB coated rhinestone center. This here is large. It measures in at 2.5 inches high and 3 inches wide. I mean, it's big. So due to the yeah, this here has some coating loss. I'll still offer it. So here you go. This one here will be number 18. Next up, I have a really sweet little circular brooch. It's open work, as you can see. Textured gold tone leaves. You have the faux pearls. You do have a flower on the bottom. I think some of these petals lost some of the gold tone wash, maybe. Looking at this faux pearl, I think there's some loss there too. Yeah, right there. Right there. Okay, I need practice. How come I can't show you? Right there. Well, you can see around the inside of those petals too that needs to be scrubbed. So this here brooch measures in at 2 inches high and 1.5 inches wide. Looking at it on the back side here, you can see the rivet construction, the rollover clasp, the pin, nice and straight. This is a cute brooch though, you know, it's classic. This one here will be number 19. You know, I think I have a few more things and we're done. Yeah. So let's see what I have next. Next up I have, whoa, Okay, that is Medusa. Medusa. It came on this card, but you know what? I can't confirm whether or not these clip earrings are actually made by this brand. They're gold tone, very well made. They have this pad that can easily be removed. Looking at it, it's black enamel, and then you have these really neat little acrylic cabochons going around in like blue, green, pink, and red. And that is in fact Medusa. So when I actually, wow, look at the foam on this card. It's so old. When I did a Google search on this, Google Lens search. I'm taking that off. Ugh. This did come up, but the earrings that came up did not have the oval colored tabs around the frame. It only had the black enamel surround. So I couldn't find one that had the multicolor cabochons. Yeah, I've seen it on Etsy. So these here measure in an inch and a half around. And when I looked up Lauren Allen, I couldn't find anything on her either. So I really can't say what the brand is, since I see absolutely no markings on these earrings. But I gotta say, they're very well made. So we have these. Medusa enamel multicolor cab clip earrings, gold tone setting. This pair is going to be item number 20. Next up, I have this gorgeous, this is really pretty. Is it raised? It's slightly raised. So it's like a cloisonne style stick pin. And it has the proper stick pin closure. And it measures in at about 3.5 inches high. I like it. This one here is number 21. Last item. Yep, I saved the best for last. This is my favorite item in this entire jewelry lot. In fact, I think this was the reason why I purchased it. And it is this amazing red and pink glass, could be crystal. It has weight. Rhinestone floral brooch. I'm going to bring you in close to look at all the details. It has faceted prong set beads. The marquee shaped ones have a sawtooth bezel. Everything is faceted. As you can see, the flower on top has the large round center with the marquee shaped beads as petals. And then beneath that, it is tiered, because beneath that there's another layer of petals. And even more so, beneath that, you will see large pink round prong set faceted beads. And then even next to that, in between the pink beads, are two smaller red prong set beads that have a leaf motif in between. See that? Wow. Let me show you the back. The construction is rivet backing, swedge back, absolutely in beautiful condition. You can see there is a rollover clasp. The pin is nice and straight. The closure is secure, and this is just a great find. It is gorgeous. I did see the same exact brooch on Poshmark, and that person was asking $45. I saw the same exact brooch on gem.app, and they were asking $40. And here I will give it to you for a discounted price, of course. The measurement of this brooch is 2 inches all around. Just a lovely, beautiful, beautiful brooch. That will be item number 22. And this here item wraps up this Christmas Eve vintage jewelry wholesale. I hope you enjoyed this video. Did you have a favorite? Well, you know what mine were. It's basically this brooch, and I did love the clear crystal graduated bead necklace. I love vintage jewelry, and I think you do too. So if you enjoyed this content, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, because these prices are for subscribers. The button's right here, free to subscribe. Comment below, tell me your favorites, and if there's anything you would like to purchase, all you need to do is email me. My email address is dragonflybeez@gmail.com. Purchasing instructions are at the end of the video. I always include them below, beneath the video, in the description box. Anything sells, I will create a sold list, which will be a pinned comment below the video, which basically means it's the first comment that appears in the comment section. Next week, last week of the year, it's going to be fun week. I'm just going to open 2 fun boxes, one on Sunday, one on Tuesday, from ThreadUp. And then we'll see each other in 2025. So I wish everyone a safe, enjoyable, happy Merry Christmas if you celebrate. And I'll see you next week. Thank you so very much for watching. And I'll see you soon. Bye.